وَلَقَدْ أَنزَلْنَا إِلَيْكَ آيَاتٍ مُبَيِّنَاتٍ. And we have sent down to you إِلَيْكُمْ آيَاتٍ بَيِّنَاتٍ, very clear, illuminating revelations. وَمَثَلًا مِنَ الَّذِينَ خَلَوْا مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ. And we have given you the descriptions of those people who were before you. وَمَوْعِظَةً لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. And the exhortation for those who are God-fearing. Allahu Noor Samawati wal Ard. Now, the most important ayah of this surah, rather one of the most important ayat of the whole of Quran, a simile for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allahu Noor Samawati wal Ard. Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. What does it mean? Just as we need light to see each other, to see this world, we can't see. You might have, the sight is here, it's okay, but you can't see without light. In this same way, the hidden realities of this universe, which we call metaphysical realities of this world, they cannot be understood except you know Allah first. You believe Him first, then only you will be able to know all the hidden and metaphysical realities of this universe and existence. Allahu Noor Samawati wal Ard. Masalu Noorihi, the similitude of His light is this. Kamishkatin fiha misbah. There is a niche in the wall, and there is a lamp in the niche. Al-misbahu fi zujaja, and the lamp is in a glass. Az-zujajatu ka'annaha kawkabun durriyun, and that glass appears as if it was a shining star. Yuqatu min shajaratin, and this lamp, is burnt, lighted from the oil of a shajaratin mubarakatin, a very blessed tree, and that is the tree of zaytun, olive. La sharqiyatin wa la gharbiyah, which belongs to neither the eastern part nor the western part. Now this, olive tree, which is standing alone, full day, the heat of sun and rays of sun are playing on it. If some tree is towards the east of some big wood collection of trees, then in the morning it will get the rays of the sun, but not in the evening. It will be under the shadow. If it is toward the west, then in the morning it will not be able to get the sunshine, and the solar energy it will not be able to absorb, but it will be only available in the evening. But a solitary tree standing alone, it has all the day absorbed the solar energy in it. La sharqiyatin wa la gharbiyah, yakadu zaytuha yudhi. Now the oil of such a tree is so clear, yakadu zaytuha yudhi, that it is ready to glow. Law lam tamsashu nar, although fire had not touched it. Now we can understand this, the difference. We had kerosene oil or mustard oil. In lamps we used to use them, but they don't catch fire with themselves. You have to have some cotton weed, put it here, then through that cotton weed it will burn, and then you will get the light. But what about petrol? It is as if it catches fire. Although you have not brought the fire to it, it itself advances forward and catches fire. So this is the simile which is being used here. There are certain people, the oil of their nature is so nascent, so pure, that they are as if awaiting for the call of the Prophet of Allah to respond to it immediately. We read the ayah in Surah Al Imran. Rabbana innana sami'na munadiyan yunadi lil iman an aminu bi rabbikum fa amanna. And we have the example of Abu Bakr Siddiq. The Prophet said, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to anyone, to all to whom I presented my dawah, they took some time to understand, except Abu Bakr. He didn't wait even for a second. Why? The oil of his nature, which was burning already in his heart. Now this our chest, the ribs, they are just like the niche in the wall. Then there's the heart. It's like a lamp placed in that niche. And it is shining. But this shining, this Noor is not like this Noor. This is the internal light of the faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, of the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Noorun ala Noor. When the fire touches it, now it is Noor over Noor, light over light. One was the light of the pure nature within the man, other is the light of the revelation. When they join together, well, this is Iman, 100% Iman, the strongest Iman. Noorun ala Noor. Yahdillahu li noorihi man yasha. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides to His light whomsoever He wishes. وَيَضْرِبُ اللَّهُ الْأَمْثَالَ لِلنَّاسِ. And Allah strikes these similitudes for the people. وَاللَّهُ بِكُلِّ شَيْءٍ عَلِيمٌ. This is the necessity for the human beings. They can't grasp these subtle realities. So they need some similitudes. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He strikes the similitudes for the people. Whereas He knows everything as it is. Just as there was a prayer of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allahumma arini haqiqat al-ashyai kama hiya. Oh Allah, show me the reality of things as they are really, not as they appear. The apparent is visible to the animals also. The dog has also seen that the car is coming and it is saving itself. If you have also seen so, what's the difference? But that inner light, seeing by the heart, hearing by the heart, pondering over through heart, through your ruh, that is something else. Fi buyut, now this light in the persons, where will you find it? Where to find it? The most important place are the houses of Allah, because they love the houses of Allah. They want to spend maximum time in the houses of Allah. Fi buyutin azin Allahu an turfa wa yuskara fi asmuhu. In those houses about whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded that it should be raised and His name should be remembered over there. Bil ghudum wal asal. In the mornings and in the evenings. Rijalun la tulhihim tijaratun wala bay'un. They are those men whom neither the trade nor any particular bargain stops from the remembrance of Allah and establishing the prayer. Now first, for example, let us suppose a shopkeeper was sitting from the morning. No customer came. And when a customer enters the shop, there is the call for azan also. Now he is being tested. If he attends to the customer, that means he has attached more importance to this worldly gain. Rijalun la tulhihim tijaratun wala bay'un. Those men who cannot be prevented by any trading or any particular bargain from the remembrance of Allah and glorifying Him and establishing salah and giving the obligatory zakah. Yakhafuna yawman. Even after doing all this, they keep fearing, they keep trembling about that day, tataqallabu fihi al-qulub wal absar, in which the sights and the hearts will be overturned. Inna zalzalata as-saati shay'un azim, we have already read. So they tremble at the thought of that day. Amma man khafa maqama rabbihi wa nahan nafsa anil hawa fa innal jannata hiya al-mawa. لِيَجْزِيَهُمُ اللَّهُ أَحْسَنَ مَا عَمِلُوا, so that Allah should reward them, recompense them with the best of what they did. وَيَزِيدَهُم مِّن فَضْلِهِ, and He should add to the reward from His bounty. The reward is to be calculated according to their deeds. But from His bounty He can give anything, as much as He likes. There is no need of reckoning or any arithmetic or mathematics. وَاللَّهُ يَرْزُقُ مَنْ يَشَاءُ بِغَيْرِ حِسَابٍ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives and provides whomsoever He will without any reckoning. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala include us among those.